Yo, yo, it has been a long time since I've been on camera. It's been a, when's the last time I think it was, it had to have been last week. It was last week, Tuesday, I think was the last time I streamed. But hey man, we're back. What's up, Christian? We're back. The reason why, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into that explanation because I've been pretty inconsistent with the streams lately. Let me change this music up. It's too intense for what I'm trying to do now. I just need something a little bit calmer than that. Come on. For some reason my computer is dragging. It's probably because I've had it on for too long. But yeah. Also, there's a certain playlist that I usually use that's not coming up for me right now. I don't know why. There we go. But yeah, alright, let's change that music up. Ever since I've gotten back home from my trip last weekend, I've been really thinking about what I wanted to do with the channel, and you know where I wanted to take the content and things like that. And I was thinking about Twitch and whether I wanted to keep using it. And to be honest, I've never been a huge fan of Twitch in terms of streaming on there. It's just, I just feel like YouTube is a better platform to grow on, and it's probably going to be rough at the start. With trying to get into streaming on YouTube and trying to grow an audience, especially since I started on Twitch. But I kind of feel like our growth was stagnating on Twitch. So I'm not saying that this is going to be the best move in the world. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. I don't know the leap that I'm taking, whether it's worth it or not. But why not try? Let's give it a go. So that's why we are here on YouTube. So with that being said, we're gonna get into the stream in a second. I still have something else I have to set up by. Kind of doing this on as a spur of the moment thing. I kind of just felt like doing it, so it is what it is. I was trying to sign into my YouTube account, but I don't remember the login information. I don't know how, but it is what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to set up this player. So, for anybody in chat, y'all see the title of the stream. I started this on Twitch. We did a point guard, probably easily the best player of all time. But for this stream, I said, okay, we did the best playmaker last stream, and he wiped the floor with John Stockton's assist record, and also Magic Johnson's assist per game record over a career. So with that being said, I said, okay, we did a playmaker. Let's go to shot blocker next. Hakeem Olajuwon currently has the record. I forgot how many blocks it is, but it's a record that I don't think anybody anytime soon has any chance of breaking. I think the only person that probably would have gotten close would have been Rudy Gobert. But I mean, Rudy Gobert is a great shot blocker, but people don't come to the paint as often as as people did back in the day, because the three-point shot has become more of a priority in today's NBA. The idea of an elite shot blocker is kind of I wouldn't say it's a completely antiquated concept, but it's kind of past, kind of passe because of how the league is, I know that Rudy Gobert has won Defensive Player of the Year over the past 4 years, but the best and most effective defenders, especially in the playoffs, are ones that can guard the perimeter. But this is a video game, and so I just want to see if we can make a player that can break the blocks record. It's going to be very hard to do so because of the way that the NBA has changed and because of the way that basketball is played. There's no guarantee that we can get everybody to run into the paint. There's no guarantee that this even works. But we're just going to give it a try because why not? I'm going to make them as young as possible. That's going to be a big part of this sim, is making these players as young as possible so that they can play full career, because I don't want to end up in a situation where they peak at 27 and then they retire at 33, and want them to play as long as possible. So we're going to make the peak 39 is pretty reasonable. If their peak's 39, most of the time they'll retire at 40. And if they're playing from 18, that's 22 years. So that should be good enough. His main thing, I think, is going to be playing for a winner, because usually this player is probably going to be a top draft pick, and they're going to end up on a team that isn't good. And it's going to have to be a situation where he ends up on a team where he's playing well for this to work out. I've learned on this game from doing a couple of sims that the Magic usually end up with the first pick in this drafting, and we'll just leave them to skin tone the words. There was no problem with that. I mean, that's what it was. What's happening right now? But yeah, so end up on a Magic, and usually when you end up on a Magic, like as a rookie, your numbers are terrible. So we're gonna hope that he doesn't, and because this player is not gonna have any offensive skill, if he has it, it's because he developed it. But his main objective is to come in and block shots. So it's gonna be interesting to see where he ends up and how their system translates to how he plays in terms of shot blocking. I hope he ends up on a defensive minded team so that he does maximize his play style right away, but there's no guarantee that takes place. Like I said, I hope it does happen, but this game is also, I hope he doesn't end up on a team that already has a good center. This game has a tendency of doing that. If he's going to be a great shot blocker, we're going to make him around 270. I also want to make him mobile enough to be able to move in between the paint and the perimeter. So make him 7'2", 235. Sounds about good enough. Kind of small for a center, but like I said, I want him to be nimble enough to be able to move around the paint and the perimeter. And I'm gonna probably max out his wingspan just so we can increase the possibility for blocks. See, that looks weird having a big wingspan and being this small. I'll make him 250. Let's do that. 7'2", 250. I really don't care what shoes he wears. I don't care about his accessories, just getting his attributes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him a 70 driving layup and a 65 post fade. I'll give him 70 post hooks, 70 post moves. And I'll give him a good enough close shot. I'll give him a 75 close shot. His mid range is going to be a 50. His 3-point is going to be a 50. Like I said, if he develops into a great 3-point shooter, if he develops into a good shooter, that's fine. I'm not going to be the catalyst of that. I'll give him 80 free throws just to be nice. Offensively, I don't care where he's at. Rebounding, he has to be able to rebound. So yeah, you get it. 75 standing dunk, don't care about that. If you're gonna be a good shot blocker, you have to have good hands. So I'll give him 90 hands. Rebounding, like I said, he has to be good at that. Interior defense, 99 off the bat. We're not developing him into a great, defender. He just has to be a great defender. That's the That's just what has to happen. Also, I learned this in the last test run I did, because I did do a test run. I'm not gonna give him any badges, and why I'm doing that is because I'm going to have it to where they have to develop the badges on their own. So if I up his shot block and his block tendency, reasonably he should get shot blocking badges, and he doesn't have a bunch of other badges that clutter up. And because you have too many badges on this game, if you have like a rookie that comes into the league with a bunch of badges, a lot of his badges will regress like right away. So I don't want that to become a problem. So I'm gonna take that and take that out of the hands of the game. I'm gonna take it out of my hands and let the game do what it's gonna do. Lateral quickness, I need that to be up because he needs to be able to move up and down the court. I'll give him a 80 speed. Yet again, I need him to be able to move. This isn't going to be like your typical old school center that can only lock down the paint. He's going to have to guard the perimeter as well. So that's why I'm doing that. I'm going to give him decent acceleration. His vertical's got to be up. He's going to be getting a bunch of blocks. He needs to be able to jump high. I know he's 7'2", but a lot of players now use floaters and stuff like that. What's up, Royce? Use floaters and stuff like that. So I want to be able to, make him be able to adapt. In any situation where he's forced to guard, I don't want him to end up like Rudy Gobert, essentially. Durability doesn't matter because injuries will be off. I don't care about pass perception. Steals aren't really that important. Defensive consistency is going to be up, and I'm also going to increase his self-defense IQ, just so he doesn't get caught, sleeping on, cuts and stuff like that. Or if a player gets blown by, he's able to pick them up, or he knows when and when not to do so. Pick and roll defensive IQ is going to be a 99. And his potential is going to be a 99. Like I said, I'll give him 99 intangibles too. Like I said, whatever he becomes is going to be up to him. I hope that he, I'm not gonna. What he becomes is up to him. I'm not gonna go in and I'm not gonna give him badges. But with him having good intangibles, he should develop a good bit of badges. Let me defensively. I need to lower his foul tendency because I don't want him fouling, going for blocks a bunch, and just be off the court once he fouls out. So give him a 99, 100 block. He's always going to contest the shot. If he's in the area, he's going to contest it. If he does foul, I want him to make it hurt a little bit. But I'm not going to have him fouling all the time. But other than that, I'm not going to have him taking charges much. It's not his job. Other than that, I'm not going to mess with anything. Actually, I'm going to lower his three-point tendency because as high as it was to start, I know he probably shoots it, and probably going to lower his mid-range tendency too because he does not have a good mid-range and he just should not be shooting that. That's down to 0. Hot zones, I don't care. Signature, I'm not going to be playing with this character, so whatever it is, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to give him normal shot timing just because. Pretty good dribble moves. You know what? I'm gonna give him one dunk package. I'll give him Dwight Howard's dunk package. Just after that, I'm not gonna mess with it. And with that, import player DNA. No, I need to export it. That's what I need to do. Export player DNA. Add a new player. Say player DNA. Shot blocker. Yep. But I hope he doesn't have any badges shit. He shouldn't. Usually 2K is good about. Yeah. So he has no badges at all. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna mess with anything. I'll give him Enforcer. I'll give him Team Player, and I'll give him Legendary Work Ethic, so he'll get good badges. Also, I will make sure his peak starts at 22. Let's do that. And where is he at? I think this is him. Yeah, Brandon Brown. I don't know what's going on with this lighting. It's kind of cool. I think it might have been a mod that I downloaded or something. But whatever. Brandon Brown is the next maybe great shot blocking center. I don't know. We'll see. Let's load into my league. Do I need to delete one? I probably do. I'll delete this one here because that was the one that I tried the last time, and he basically became Nikola Jokic with defensive abilities, and that's not the intentions of what I'm trying to do with this team. So Current NBA teams. We're starting the regular season. We're set up. I'm turning off salary cap, so I really don't care about contract sliders, to be honest. So I'll just leave that alone. I'll set it up the way that I always do. Progressive fatigue will be off. Team chemistry is going to be off. I'll increase the draft class quality just so we don't have a bunch of lemons in the draft. Maybe I need to turn this music down a little bit. I don't know how that's sounding to y'all. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Salary cap is off. That's a big thing for these leagues. It's because a lot of players end up sitting in free agency because teams don't have money to sign them, and even if you tinker with like the contract settings, sometimes it ends up messed up, and I don't have time to deal with that. So I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna keep that off. Turn off. I don't need trade approval. I'm also gonna increase the tendency of trades, the frequency of trades, just in case. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna go back to that synthwave music. It's just I'm trying to get the vibe right for the stream. Go back home. This is too calm. Let's see. All right. This. I'm not gonna touch this. Now, this could be a problem because sometimes players progress too fast in the game, but to be honest, I don't care. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Get started. User every team just so we can see where he's gonna go. Also, it's just a lot easier if he does end up switching teams. I don't have to go through and do this all over again. I really just don't feel like it. So, you know, Royce, I would if I wasn't trying not to get copyright striked on my first stream on YouTube. Probably would not be a good idea. So, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. But let's see. Oh, centers, and we're gonna replace the worst center in the game with the guy that we loaded up. What's up, Royce, man? How's your day been? No, I don't want to say. I want to add it. Load, download player, shot blocking, import appearance and attributes. Let's make sure that everything moved over correctly. Yeah. Can make him 18 just to make sure. All right. So, new storyline to be generated. Yep. Why does he look like that? It's not how she. Whatever. Yes. Okay. Is he here? Yes, he is. Alright. Wait, oh yeah, I didn't edit his strength rate, and that was pretty stupid. That's gonna also play a big part in this. I don't know why I didn't do that. Just make that an 80. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that shouldn't be a weakness. As long as it can't shoot. We know it can't shoot, that doesn't matter. But let's simulate to the All-Star break and see what the scouting report looks like, and then we'll come back and check and see what's going on there. Why is the sim speed going so slow? I'm noticing that. It's not lagging over there either. Let me go check the ticker settings, because that's why. This is something I have to remember to do every time I hop on a franchise in this game, is to turn the ticker just off, because it helps to speed up the sim time. I don't know why they added that feature in there, something that they know would bog it down. I don't know why this not better optimized, and it's even worse on console. But the 2K is just gonna 2K, so. Speaking of 2K, 2K22 is supposed to come out next week. I don't know if I'll have it day one, but what I'm doing is, if everything plans out, I'm gonna go get a splitter from Amazon, and usually me, Royce, JJ, and Christian will hop on the party and play some 2K. Now I'm a little bit weary of doing this because of how off the wall the stream can get sometimes. It can get in that group sometimes. But I am planning to play some 2K on the PS4. Now, the reason why I'm not doing it on PC is because if I'm just thinking personally for myself, I don't know anybody else that plays 2K on PC except for Chris Kaufman, who streams over on Twitch, if you don't know. And I don't think he plays 2K outside of the stream on PC. So most of my friends play on first I don't believe that, but most of my friends play on PS4 or PS5, and you know, PC does not have crossplay with the PS4 or Xbox 360, not Xbox 360, Xbox One. So with that being said, I'm probably going to move to 2K22 on PC, and I'm not really in a rush to do it because as 2K has announced, the PC version is only going to be the PS4 and Xbox One version, so I'm not in a rush to move over to PC for 2K22 when I have 2K21, and it's not going to look any different or any better or worse. So, you know, unless something big happens on 2K22 that makes me want to go over there, or some project that somebody's doing that makes me want to go over there and play, I'm just gonna stay on PC for 2K21, and then I'm gonna hook up my splitter to my TV with my PS4, and I'll just stream from there. I'm not going to waste my time buying 2K22 on two different platforms when it's gonna be the same game. I got 2K21 for free, so that's why I'm playing that on here. But yeah, man, it's look at these numbers this man's putting up. Let me make sure it's block tendencies all the way up. But yeah, that's my plans for 2K22. I think it comes out next week, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I'll see where I'm at at the end of the week, at the end of the month, or at the end of the week. I'll see where I'm at, and I might get it. I'm probably not even gonna be streaming it right away because, like I said, I don't even have the splitter for it yet. I plan to get it soon. But yeah, so that's my current situation with that. Also, I know I did promise that I was gonna do Madden on PC, but with the state that Madden is in, the game is just not good, and I'm not gonna waste my time with that game trying to make it enjoyable when I know that there are just certain aspects of the game that just don't work. I knew the gameplay wasn't going to be good. I expected that. I know that gameplay has issues that are just not going to get over on the engine that they're playing on, and it is what it is on that standpoint. From that standpoint, what I don't like about Madden, especially this year, is that the game just doesn't work. Like, there are people jumping into franchise games, winning the game, and then jumping out and showing a loss in the game. And I can't bring myself to play that on stream, knowing it's probably going to piss me off, and knowing that I'm not going to enjoy it. That's not what I want to do. Now with the title update that comes out, not the new one because it didn't add the scouting update, but the one that does add the scouting update, if it's enough to make me say, okay, you know what, this game is impressive, then I'll download the trial on my PC and I'll play it for 10 hours. I'll play that 10 hours. I'll probably run 5 2-hour streams and play it. And if it's impressive enough, look, I'll get the game. But right now, I'm not seeing enough that makes me want to go and play it. It's just not getting it done for me. I just don't feel like wasting my time with stuff I know I'm not going to enjoy. So, and I had big plans for the franchise mode too, and everything that I wanted to do, but it's just not worth it. I think that's a lot of people get caught up in this trap of, you know, we all love football, and so when a new Madden comes out, we rush to buy it. because of how good, how much our love for football goes, or how far our love for football goes. But man, at this point, I'm just exhausted, like complaining about it and buying the game and then complaining about the game not being good. And, like, the fact that this game is in an unplayable state should have been because a lot of people have said it and a lot of people have played it. And a lot of people are still buying the game knowing that and then getting mad when they find out that the game has the bugs. Like, of course, that initial rush of people that bought it, I'm not blaming them because, of course, they bought the game expecting it to work. Damn, LeBron had what a run from the Lakers. But a lot of people bought the game expecting the game to work. I understand that. I get that. But at this point in the cycle, I think this game's been out for 2 weeks now. Like, I think at this point, you know what time it is. You know what kind of game it is. The reviews will come out. You made the conscious decision to buy that game knowing that it doesn't work. That's on you. Can't help you with that one. So, yeah. Let's make that a deal. Yeah. I need to go in and make a couple of rules a thing. Because if you don't, it will mess up some of the sim. Prime example. Let's see. Let's make that a thing. Just so, because this player is purely a shot blocker and he doesn't score much, it's going to be hard for him to get into the All-Star game, which might affect some of his Hall of Fame status if he doesn't win Defensive Player of the Year every year. He probably should. There's no guarantee that he will. Also, there's something else I need to do. And I'm forgetting. Backcourt, that's it. On this game, where's the rules? Yeah. The fact that they have a tab by itself for that tells me a lot. But on this game, whenever you jump out of a sim, or you are simming a game and then you jump in, it has a tendency to give you a backcourt violation, because usually once the team takes the time out to jump you into the game, it's usually at like that 8-second point. So that's the issue. And also, I hope I don't run into that. But there's also an issue of actually, I don't know if I can change that. There's also an issue in this game where when you come into a sim, a player will get the ball and then purposefully run backcourt, and then it'll end up being a penalty. I don't want to run into that issue, so with that being said, I'll make sure I go and fix that. Let's see, 8-second violation. Get rid of that. So yeah, these are all the rule changes that I want, and I'm gonna turn that off. Actually, no, because I kind of do want expansion to happen at some point. As a matter of fact, I think I can go in and add an expansion team now, and it'll take place next year. I want to do what I didn't do with the other sim that I did. I want to add the Sonic sim. The reason why I want to do that is because I just think it's fun to add the different elements to the game instead of having the same 30 teams in. Also, Seattle deserves a team, so we're just gonna add them for now because I can't think of anybody else I would want to add at the current moment. But yeah, had to bear with me because it usually takes a hell of a long time to do this. But there we go. Okay. Okay, I need to get off the app. Let's go to the draft lottery and see who gets the first pick, because even with me nerfing this player offensively, he's still like an 85 overall, so let's go. The Pistons get the first pick. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Pistons have Plumlee and Beef Stew at center. So I don't necessarily know why they would draft the center here, but this game doesn't make sense sometimes. So that being said, I think we can go to the scouting report one last time to see what he's projected to be. A lot of people are projecting him to be Boogie. I don't think Boogie was a premier shot blocker, so I don't know why that's like the ceiling. I think that more of like a Hakeem Olajuwon would be. He doesn't have the post game though, so I guess that's the case. And they do end up taking Brandon Brown. 14.7 rebounds. That's the one thing you highlight instead of the fact that he hit. Okay. The Kings traded up for that pick and got that point guard that was predicted to go #1 or #2. I don't know why the Kings would take a point guard unless they're ready to let De'Aaron walk, but then they just signed him to an extension before. I don't know. I don't get that one. But with that being said, I don't care about them. I don't care about none of that. Just look at free agency and see what they do. Also, I need to check this coach's system efficiency. It's perimeter centric. I think defense will probably be better for Brown, but at the same time, I don't want to touch something and mess it up even worse. So let's go through free agency and see what happens, see who signs where. And once we get through that, I will actually go to camp, and I probably need to add weights on or something like that. I hope this is the summer league team, because there's no way that there's no way. Hold on, let me check and see. No salary cap, by the way, like I said, so anybody could have signed anywhere. Sam Whiteside went to the Warriors, got him a decent little bag, all things considered. The way his career's panned out over the last couple of years. The 76ers got LaMarcus Aldridge. The Bucks got Serge, Frank Jackson. Bulls got Lauri Markkanen back, which was the opposite of what they did this offseason. Also brought back Doug McDermott. Cavaliers bring back Jared Allen. The Celtics got Kawhi Leonard. He always goes damn Celtics. Let's see. I hate how it does that. Clippers, the Grizzlies did nothing in free agency. The Clippers got Torrey Craig, brought back Lou Williams. The Hawks signed John Collins to an extension. The Heat really didn't do anything worth talking about. Rashawn Holmes went to the Hornets, and so did Victor Oladipo. Jazz got Kelly Oubre and Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap making the second go around there. Knicks really didn't do anything important. The Lakers brought back Drummond and Harrell. If I had endless money and I'm the Lakers and I could get anybody to come play for my team, I don't think that Montrezl Harrell and Andre Drummond would be the two people that I throw all my money at, but okay. Duncan Robinson goes to the Mavericks. Let's see. Goran Dragic goes to the Nets. Josh Richardson goes to the Nuggets. You also get Justice Winslow and Evan Fournier. The Pacers do nothing. Mike Conley, Kyle Lowry, and Lonzo Ball signed with the Pelicans. That is stupid. They signed 3 point guards. You can say Lonzo could move to the 2 or the 3, but other than that, there's no whatever. Pistons bring back Hamidou Diallo, and they pick up Isaiah Thomas and Dennis Smith. Wait, wasn't it? Yeah, him. I think him was the one that got traded to Detroit at the trade deadline. I can't remember. The Raptors pick up Spencer Dinwiddie, bring back Gary Trent. They also pick up Derrick Rose. Alright, the Rockets bring back Melo and Dwight. Also pick up Danny Green. Is this fucking 2013? I don't know. I think those are great signings. DeMar DeRozan and Reggie Jackson for the Spurs. Suns bring back Frank Kaminsky. Thunder did nothing. They're still tanking. JaVale McGee goes to the Timberwolves. Blazers bring back Norman Powell. And y'all seen these. So, I actually want to sim through the summer league and see what team? Pistons, yeah. Pistons. Can I not see? What is going on? I really can't though. That's the crazy thing about that. But I want to see what Brown is doing so far in the summer league. He is not blocking too many shots, which is kind of concerning. He's getting rebounds, but not really blocking too many shots. I don't know. Is he? It seems like he's coming off the bench, and maybe just because he doesn't put up that many numbers. Pistons have already been eliminated. I figured that. I don't think a center-heavy team is going to make too much noise in the summer league. So, this Charles Brown dude has had a pretty good couple of games. He 13, 3, 14, 2 with 3 blocks. That's the kind of numbers I like to see. Kind of want him to become like a Dennis Rodman type player, but he actually gets numbers at the center position. I think it was the thing with Dennis Rodman, was that he was a great defender, of course, and I think if you paid attention and watched on screen, you knew that he was a great defender. He just never really got the numbers to back up that claim. And so a lot of people don't, if you didn't pay attention to, you know, the Bulls, or, you know, your history about, can I please exit out of that? Thank you. If you didn't pay attention to the history of the league, you wouldn't really know that. But yeah, Dennis Rodman was definitely one of the most locked down defenders of all time, one of the greatest rebounders of all time. And a lot of the thing with his numbers is that he didn't play a heavy amount of minutes. So that's the thing there. I'm gonna give Killian Hayes potential, Camp. Just hope he becomes a superstar to play with the center. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's all about the center and his numbers. I don't think the defense is gonna be positive. I need to go do something. Actually, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna move Jerami Grant to the 3. He has to be better at the 3. I'm about to say, I don't know why the fuck he would play the 4. I'm gonna go to his vitals. I'm gonna move his secondary position to power forward. And then what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna increase his shot tendency, because I know he has a tendency on this game to not shoot as much as he should. Jerami Grant averaged, I think, around 24, 25 a game this season. And I know he's playing for the Pistons, so of course there's no other options really for him to, you know, to score like that, at least last season. But I find it ridiculous that Jerami Grant, you know, only puts up like 14 a game. He put up 17, which is better than what he did in Denver, but of course he's starting, so his numbers are naturally going to go up. He just wasn't taking shots. I just didn't get it. But he is here, puts up 22 in his first game. Brown in his first game, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 1 block. Nothing too impressive. It's just a rookie season, so it is what it is. We're going to sim through the first couple of weeks of the season and see where his numbers are at. Pick up a big win against the Celtics, beat Cleveland after losing to them in the first week. It's kind of looking up. I don't know why the Cavaliers just seem to be a kryptonite. I don't know. We beat the Heat. Lose to the Magic. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this team. Precious is still with Miami, and of course he always takes that leap in the second season on here. It's, you know, for his sake, I hope he does it in real life. I got no hard feelings toward Precious, of course. One of them gotta move to the 4. Doesn't make sense with both of them playing center. I got no hard feelings towards Precious. I do like that they did get Kyle Lowry. I kind of wanted to see where Precious would develop into, and he did look very impressive during the Olympics, especially in that game against Team USA. But at the same time, I think a lot of people underestimate how short Miami's window is with Jimmy Butler. I don't think he has long being a premier player in the NBA. And I think it would just be wise for the Heat, as they did, to go out and get a point guard to help. They didn't need another big man, you know. They didn't need another young big man that they were waiting on to develop. They already did that with Bam. It worked out. I do think that Precious might have a better chance at developing an outside game, based on what he did at Memphis than Bam. My thing is, Bam has it, but he just doesn't take it. But I'm interested to see where his career develops. I hope he's great in Toronto. I hope he has a long career. Because I do see the potential. I was happy when the Heat took him last year. It takes big men a long time to develop in the NBA most of the time, and I don't think that the Heat had the room to be patient with his development. And I hate that, because I wanted to see him play there long term. But, you know, those things happen. Miami Heat's trying to win now, and they're not going to do that with the 21-year-old center that can't really shoot, can't stay on the court because he doesn't, you know, he's better off on a team like the Raptors that are clearly, you know, moving on from the Kawhi Leonard era, and they're probably more willing to let a player develop and play long minutes and probably not be as good as you would want them to be, because, I mean, let's be real here. Raptors fans can say they have playoff aspirations, but that team really doesn't have playoff aspirations. If so, they're probably a bottom of the conference seed team. I mean, you really look at it, Pascal Siakam, while he is he's a good NBA player. I would say that he's a borderline star in the NBA. He's not good enough to carry a team to a playoff appearance. And I don't think getting what's the dude from Duke? I forgot his name. But who they picked up in the draft? I don't know why I'm blanking right now. Well, who they picked up in the draft? OG Anunoby is getting better. He is one of my favorite young players in the NBA, but he's not really developed enough offensively to help carry a team. You just lost your Hall of Fame point guard, the best point guard in that team's history, probably the best player in that team's history. You just lost him. Valanciunas isn't there anymore. The team just is completely gutted at this point, and I don't think the guys that got left are good enough to lead to them winning. Excuse me. So, I think that Precious is in a great situation in Toronto. And maybe they shock and surprise me, and they make a playoff spot. Just right now, I don't really see it. With that being said, I'm more than certain he didn't make an all-star team. I'm not really worried about that. Let's just sim through the rest of the regular season. But yeah, I'm actually happy they ended up in a position. Bam plays 32, 33 minutes a game. How much time was him and Bam really play the same role, and they just would have gotten each other's way, and it would have been a whole mess. And yeah, so I'll be successful though. I really do. Excuse me. Getting through that first season. Let's see where he's at. What his stats looking like? He's averaging, not per 36, averaging 9-11 with 4 assists. Pretty good assist numbers. 2.2 blocks per game. Like I said, it's just a rookie year. He has no badges, by the way. I probably could have had him develop into somebody, but I don't know if we have anybody on our roster that's older than Jeremy Grant. Maybe Isaiah Thomas, but what badges does Isaiah Thomas have that a 7'2" center could use? Realistically, Isaiah Thomas is probably going to have like giants. Like James Harden wins MVP on the Nets. Wow. With these numbers, I see why. It's probably one of the best offensive seasons of all time by a mile. Let's see. Brandon Brown wins Rookie of the Year. Averages 9.3, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, almost 2.5 blocks. Shot a decent percentage from the 3-point line, saying he has no 3-point shot. Obi Toppin is somebody that always pops up in this game. Is somebody who develops like crazy in the second year. Him and Precious. There's always those two. But with that being said, I'm more than certain that Detroit did not make the playoffs. They did not make it by a 5 margin. No shock there. The Pistons suck. And I don't think a primarily shot blocking center was going to help out with that, which is why I was shocked that they took him. I know he was the best player in the draft, but I just wish that 2K would form some type of logic. Like, hey, we already have Beef Stew. He's a young center who played well last season. Why wouldn't we keep him at the center position and then go after, maybe a forward, a top-ranked forward, or a point guard in the draft? But hey, the Pelicans win the championship, and Zion went absolutely insane. Too much for the Nets. The Nets get beat. Little gentleman sweep right there, man. I don't know. Brooklyn never plays up to the expectation that team should perform up to, and it's the weirdest thing. I don't get it. They always either get eliminated in the second round, or they get to the finals and then they lose. They get swept. It's weird. With that being said, we're gonna add that new team. If we have no salary cap, what's the point of a luxury tax being there? So yeah, we have that. The Supersonics are not going to be inserted into the draft. The Wizards are going to get the first pick. I don't really care about that. I actually want to see what happens in the expansion draft. I don't care about any of that. Nico Mannion is the first one off the board. Kevin Love. You know what? This team isn't. They don't have like a defined star on this team, but it's not the worst team I've ever seen. Also, they have two players. One of them is a Eurostash that are rookies from last year's draft, so that's big. Let's get Davidas. Is he an actual person or is it a greater player? Let's say it has to be an actual person. Let's go draft. Another big center out of high school. His ceiling is Akeem Olajuwon. Okay. We're gonna see about that one. So we got some competition. He came in as an 85 and he already had badges, unlike Brandon Brown. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go to player progression and see what happens there. I don't even know who the free agents were this season. That's how much I just don't care about free agency. I just want to kind of get through this career. We might not finish this one today because, yeah, I kind of started this at 5 o'clock, and I'm not trying to go until late at night. Plus, I have to be up early in the morning to go to work. So, I don't know how long this is gonna go. Probably gonna go until 6:30. We'll probably continue it in the next stream. And the Pistons get nobody, of course. Brooklyn Nets, they bring back KD. Luka goes to the Mavericks. I don't think he could go anywhere. Lakers sign stats. What I'm talking about, I want to see this lineup on 2K. This is stupid. This is stupid. They're not losing. They're not losing. It's just not happening. I know what it. Jimmy goes back to the 76ers. Well then, DiVincenzo goes back to the Bucks. Levine goes back to the Bulls. Colin Sexton signs a extension. The Celtics did nothing, of course. Jaren Jackson, Jonas Valanciunas, Trae Young. They get that duo, Trae Young and Bradley Beal. Dangerous. I don't know about defense, but defense ain't even gonna matter at that point. Kyrie goes to the Heat, so they lose Jimmy. They pick up TJ Warren, and you know, we got Precious at the 4. This could be a dangerous team to look out for. I don't know about defense with Tyler Hero and Kyrie and TJ in the same lineup together, but we'll see. We'll see. Great pickup for the Heat. The Jazz do nothing of note. The Kings do nothing. Nobody wants to go to the Kings. Yeah, this is crazy. But I think Julius Randle goes to the Nuggets. So they get another All-Star to go alongside Jokic, and they also bring back Bol. Defending champions go and get Terry Rozier. I said last offseason that them picking up those 3-point guards was stupid, but it helped them win a championship. So Thunder get use of Nurkic, who's also always a beast in 2K. So we'll see what happens there. Mitchell Robinson goes to the Trailblazers. Eric Paschal goes to the Warriors are down bad, man. All they got is Clay. Oh no, Draymond's coming off the bench too. So they're going with, they actually drafted a rookie point guard, Wendell Webb, who is a decent 3-point shooter. He's not Steph. That's just not happening. Brandon Brown, he gets 14 badges. Let's see what badges he got. Probably all going to be defensive. 13 of them are. So this is why I did this. Like I said, on this game, usually when you put the badges on the player, they never develop the way they're supposed to. On here, or they'll regress, and even he'll regress even if they have good, attributes in a certain category. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna let the game pick the badges. So you see, he has all these defensive badges, and all has put back buffs, which makes sense. So with that being said, let's go to training camp, because I know something that usually happens on this game is that a player will progress their rookie season. and then be stuck at it overall, and I don't want that to happen. Now, technically, I don't know about that, because if he does progress, the only thing that he could progress at is offense. But hey, you know, it is what it is. If he does, he does. I'm not gonna stop him. I'm not gonna stop him. Let's see. Let me just sim the regular season again. Actually, I want to check out the roster. I really didn't look too much into it. Jeremy averaged 24 last season. Killian Hayes averaged 18. But with that being said, let's go ahead and sim through the regular season. Hope that hasn't been too bad of a frame rate drop in the stream so far. So far, the Pistons are barely above 500, but this is kind of the same thing that happened with the Magic. It would start the season off pretty decent, pretty competitive, but it didn't really last long. See, 8 and 10. I don't care about the team record, Daryl. That doesn't matter. Okay. It is not looking good for the Pistons right now. You know, expectedly so. But you know, here's what it is. Like I said, this team isn't supposed to be good. That's not what I'm worried about. Because I kind of figured they wouldn't be good. The main thing I'm worried about here is whether he breaks that blocks record, and he is. I forgot to turn off injuries. That's cool. Let me go do that. Injuries are off. He tore his hamstring. I don't care about anybody else. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna turn that injury off because that shouldn't have happened. Let's see. Yeah. One day. This is the last days of the injury. I'm pretty sure his morale is probably low. It probably just outside of the injury. He's starting to develop a 3-point shot. That's weird. Not really. He's just hitting an unusual amount. He must have only taken 3 so far. Let me check that. Not per 36, damn it. He's only taking 3. He took 24 last season and his 3-point tendency is on 0. I don't get that. Probably because we're in a perimeter-centric system. But let's keep moving on through the season. Let's keep on keeping on. Excuse me. Oh, a little cold. Hmm. $15 and $35. Why? I don't know why he's shooting 3. He's not taking many, so it's not like it's not like a big thing, and I'm probably making a bigger deal out of it than it is, but it's just weird to see him taking 3s. Like, I just don't. Went 3 straight to go on All-Star break. Trying to get to the end of the season. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't think this team is ever going to get past 30 wins. Yeah, this team is just not good. For some reason, my controller does not want to connect to my. I do not want to open my fucking. Daryl, don't say that on stream. Don't say that. Let's see, controllers. There we go. Okay, we'll connect it. The Barney Rogers dude was Rookie of the Year. Not a shock there. The weird thing is that this center is not making defensive but offensive team yet, which is weird. I mean, he's averaging almost a steal a game and 2.7 blocks. I'm guessing because he was hurt, that hurt his numbers, but I don't know. Let's make it to the playoffs. Nuggets Thunder, don't care. New Orleans, oh yeah, New Orleans got moved to the East. I just thought about it. That's probably why they made the finals, Daryl. Seattle makes it all the way into the Western Conference Finals in their first season, but the Lakers are gonna dog walk them, of course. Lakers versus Hawks. Hawks are gonna be a dog walk. That defense just not being there is a challenge against a team that has Steph, AD, and LeBron in the starting lineup, man. That's crazy. I don't know how you beat this team, bro. As long as they're gonna be together, I think Steph signed a 4-year deal. Maybe LeBron retires after his contract's up, but I mean, there's no reason to really think about it. If I was him, I wouldn't. I get to play with Steph. Fuck that. Who's gonna retire? LeBron retire? No, absolutely not. I'm not letting him do that. Let's see, Hall of Fame inductees and league meetings. I don't care. No. See, Rockets get the first pick. I think the Nets were in the running for the first pick. Thank God they didn't get it. Alright. He's up to 90. I'm pretty sure he probably hasn't gotten any new badges. Just the one that he's had, they're progressing. Yeah. And he really can't shoot or playmaker or anything like that, so there's really no reason for him to get new badges anywhere else. Killian Hayes had a pretty good season last year, actually. I'm pretty sure he didn't make, pretty shocked he didn't make an All-Star game. I know we do play for Detroit, so. Averaging 25 and 8, 2 steals. It's a hell of a season. Jeremy Grant averages 23. I feel like we should be better than what we are, man. I don't know. Let's see. I'll generate training camps. It only has one training camp. You know, I don't know. Maybe, and this is a thing here. Maybe we should get a new trainer. Just a thought. I'm actually going to increase his playmaking just a little bit. Probably need to go to the perimeter defensive camp so I can get a steal rating up, but it is what it is. Let's sim this season. And I will be back as soon as the season is over. All right. We are back, and we are still not defensive player of the year. I'm starting to get insulted. At this point, Nico Mannion drops 22 and 6. I have to remember he is a starting point guard. Yeah, so that has something to do with it. Steve Silas is 16 and 14. What the fuck is going on in Houston? I have no idea. But see, Brandon Brown finally makes an all-defensive team. Look, it's about time. God damn it. He should be playing better than this, but he's also playing for Detroit, so something you also have to take into account. They're not making playoff appearance. We're getting closer. To not making it, though. Seattle's a decent team. Like I said, they built a team. They're not stacked. They're not really elite at anything. They don't have like a player that I'd say. Steph wins another Finals MVP, bro. God damn, he's running that team. They don't really have a star player. Gordon Hayward's washed up because of that leg injury. They don't have anybody who I think is what's the word? They don't have a top player. Nico Mannion is developing into that for them, but I mean, realistically, on any other team, Nico Mannion will not be scoring. But here, he's become the man. So, I give him credit for that. He's gotten into the playoffs twice. LeBron did not retire this season, which is kind of weird. No. Do that. Lottery, Magic win. They finally win a lottery. They usually always win the lottery in this game. My sim speed is kind of slow. I don't know, that's my PC? What the hell is going on? Probably need to clean out the fan. They don't get anybody. Okay. Jeremy's starting to get older. He's not made an all-star game at this point. I don't think it's possible. Killian Hayes is getting better. I'm more than certain he's not made an all-star game yet, which is wild, saying he just averaged 25 and 9. But hey. Finally made a defensive team. How does my playmaking go down a year after I prioritize it in the training? Whatever. Okay, it is what it is. I don't know who this head coach is they have here, but they might need to fire him. They might need to fire him. Go to training camp. Going back to this one, tap potential. He's a 91. He's pretty good. It's just I don't think it's gonna work out with the Pistons. They're probably gonna bring him back, but you would at least throw some money at somebody and try to get him instead of just being like, "Oh, we're the Pistons. Woe is me." Let me see. Staff. Okay, so they have a new coach. See, I think this is a problem with this team. We're trying to run a perimeter-centric offense with guys who can't play on the perimeter. Defense, RJ Hampton can't play defense. Wait, what happened to the starting lineup? You know what? I'm not making concessions for this team. I'm moving to defensive. I'm moving to defense. I'm doing what's best for me in the center in this experiment. 6 blocks in his first game. See? I know what I'm talking about. Two wins in a row. Oh, okay, we lost. Yeah. Okay. Go in and check and see what's going on. Alright, see what happens. I'm gonna go. Hey, Risha said you're retired from the wreck. Man, come on, man. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna retire from the wreck. Did you send that in here earlier, or did you just send that? Because I really cannot see right now. I think I just can't see. Whatever. I don't know why it took me so long to come to the realization of what was going on. Why in the hell was my sim speed dragging so slow? I need to go in and check my PC. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and do what I did last time. I'm gonna wait for the season to end, and we'll check back at the end. All right. We are back. As a matter of fact, let me see something real quick. So this intermission screen works. It's probably gonna lag like crazy. You know what? I'm not mad at it. Let's see something real quick. You see, this actually isn't a bad view for what I'm trying to do. As a matter of fact, I actually fuck with this. I'm sticking with it. This is the view that I'm gonna use for these. Bro, Jonathan Isaac wins Defensive Player of the Year every year on this game. I don't get it. Brandon Brown, 2.8 blocks. All right, Pistons actually made the playoffs so we can play against Brooklyn. Nets are going to actually sweep the lake. LeBron put up 13 in an elimination game. Sheesh, that's tough. That is tough. Get the player retirement. Yeah, LeBron ain't retiring anytime soon. Yet again, I don't blame him. Okay, well, none of that. No, I don't. I really just don't care. See the Pistons draft a small forward, actually a pretty good player, as a matter of fact. Let me go in the draft and see where he's projected to be. They got him pretty late. 76 overall. He's only 18 too to be all NBA player. This is gonna be interesting to watch. Let's see. Rookie signing. They're going to sign him. Free agents. Get past that and let's see what happens. I know it's just an intermission screen, but I really do like the screen here because it gets the chat up. The chat isn't on the screen, like in the way of the game, and also with a stream like this, it's mostly gonna be me talking to y'all anyway. It's gonna be mostly simming. You're not gonna see much gameplay. But yeah, our first team defensive player. I'm actually gonna go take him to get a steal up. It's probably gonna be the next thing that I'm gonna do. I'll generate training camps. Let's see, 65 still. It's not bad. You know, the one thing I hate about wearing these headphones here is that because all of this is cloth, I have an earring in my ear, and every time I go to do something, like when I go to take them off, it gets stuck. And one day I'm gonna do it too fast, and it's gonna rip my earlobe, and I'm gonna get real pissed off. I need to invest in some new headphones. I got another pair, but they're not really that good. But let's see. Let's hope we can have a season like last year. 12-8. The Pistons. This dude that they drafted last year just put up 46 in a game. This dude isn't even like. That's weird. 11 and 24 in a game. This is the point where he's supposed to hit his prime. So, see what happens there. I don't think he's gonna stay with the. I don't think he's gonna stay with the Pistons. Did he just sign a contract extension? Actually, he has to because they have the rights to his rookie contract. So I'm actually going to do this one because I think he's not making the All-Star game just because. I'm going to give him more touches so he can at least get 10. Okay. Let's see where it's going so far. Putting up some pretty good numbers, actually. I like that. I kind of want him to develop into somewhat of a scorer, because I don't think he's gonna break that shot blocking record at this point. So I just want to see where his career goes. What I might do once we hit the 2-hour mark, I'm probably gonna call the stream, just because I have been going for a good little bit. Probably gonna make it one more season. For some reason, the sim speed is taking forever today. I have to go in and unscrew this laptop and see what's going on, because usually it does not run this slow. No, I do got like a million fucking mods on this game, so it's probably a good reason as to why it's going slow. Also, I think this laptop has been on like the last couple of days, so I'm probably gonna have to just shut it off overnight. And let it run and see what's going on there. Let's see what the team is looking like. He is averaging 10 and 12. See, yeah, it's more like it. He's not getting as many steals as I think he could. I did lift his pass perception up. I wonder what he's getting good at to where he's progressing at this point. Because it's like, it's interesting. Let's see, Jacopoto, he can shoot, can't? No, he can't. What badges does he have? Things I can't use. There's not a veteran on this team that he can really learn from. Like all the things that he could get better at, I think he's already elite at. In terms of, let's see, because he's what, 23. He already has 5 Hall of Fame badges. I mean, if we're really being honest here, there's nobody on the team. Got Kyle Lowry, but he really can't teach him anything. Be defensive leader, I guess. Heart crusher, interceptor. It'll work. I don't know if the lighting mod is messing that up, but we're gonna hope that he does progress in those things. Don't care about the trade deadline. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. You know, I did not think about it. On Saturday, I could have streamed. There was a lot going on in the house, so it probably wouldn't have been a good idea, but we probably could have streamed for college football. But it is what it is. Excuse me. And Steph is probably having the most legendary run with a team leading into his 40s that I've ever seen. Huh. I'm about to check it in a second. I'm doing something real quick. You have to excuse me. There we go. Jonathan Isaac wins defensive player. I'm not understanding what. Okay. 11 12, 2.8 blocks. His block numbers are looking great. He's just looking like Rudy Gobert right now, like with a good free throw shot. No playoffs again this season. That's not promising. The Sonics have slipped out of playoff contention as well. The Lakers are probably gonna win the championship again. Let's be real here. No, Memphis is giving them a run for the money. Maybe the Lakers can complete another. They did it again. Another 3-1 comeback. The Lakers get eliminated by the Rockets. And the 76ers are going to... Oh, they're going to win their championship out that last game. Joel Embiid is starting to slip. They did bring in Pascal Siakam and Jimmy Butler, so I can understand why scoring is going down a little bit. But, the Rockets... What have they added to this team that has made them so good? They just seem like they're decent all around. Yeah, just don't have a weak spot in the roster. I know a team that does. The damn Detroit Pistons. Go to player progression. Actually, let me go to retirements first. LeBron is not retired yet. Wow. I guarantee, you know what? I guarantee we're gonna have the same team we've had every year out of this free agency period, because it's the same old thing every single damn time. Yo, same old team again. You got dudes here that aren't progressing. The only person that's really progressing is damn center. And really think about it. Oh boy. Oh, I'm sorry if y'all heard that, but I needed that. Let's see. I just figured something the same old. Yeah. Team just isn't like in the real world, in no realistic situation, is a center. I gotta get out that system. It's just not gonna work. I'm just gonna go to balance. Actually, I'm staying in defensive. Screw it. Let's see. Is there a system proficiency thing? I can't check and see if there's like a system proficiency like meter to see like. Daryl, you could probably go into the system proficiency menu that's on the game that was created in order for you to see something like that. To check and see if he's proficient with the system that you run. I don't know. I would assume that he's gonna be. I mean, he's a great defensive player, so I don't see why not. Not scoring enough as a team. Which, to be fair, our main scorers are just old, so. Okay. We do not. Oh boy, this team is a fucking mess. Jesus Christ. This dude's actually pretty good though. 17-20. He is starting to come into his own. Oh, let's go. This is what I've been waiting to see. It took a little too long to get to this point. I don't like that. But nonetheless. Yeah. These are the numbers I were expecting to see from him. I don't need you to be another Clint Capella. I need you to be better than that. I don't know, my voice is cracking like crazy today. Jesus Christ. 10 blocks in a single game. That is insane. I want to know what the history, the league record is for that actually. NBA records. See how many blocks did Akeem Olajuwon average per game over his career? 3.5. There was 3.1. Mark Eaton is the most ever, but let's see. I want to go to a game. There, I'll stop skipping it. How about that? Blocks to 17. He didn't even get close. Wow. I wonder why the kid even go into the paint like that. It's not that Precious had a bad game. They have a multitude of centers. I don't know where Bam's at, but yeah, they do it. They're stacked at the big man position. The team's only 12-9. It's only one game better than a half game worse than the Pistons. I don't know. Actually, how would that work in the standings? I don't know. I think it'd be a half game, something like that. Let's see. This man's starting to put up high-scoring games, and he's getting a good amount of blocks every game. Damn, that dude from The Wire passed away? Shit. Just keep going. He's averaging 13 and 15. This should be All-Star season. I'm gonna go check and see. How could you not be Defensive Player of the Year after putting up those type of numbers? Is it? Now 2K is taking up the logic that I would take in real life. That a big man is not scoring. His shooting percentage is not looking great. But it's interesting. Let me check and see. Did he make the All-Star game? It's completely zoned out. Come on, let's go. Get to the playoffs at least. Come on, man. Not a playoff team. This is fucking ridiculous, man. Could technically still make it, but man, come on, bro. Look at this team. They've literally done nothing to get better. They haven't tried to sign anybody or anything. Man, come on. Second team All-NBA. First All-Star appearance. It was a player of the week at one point. You see the numbers that he's putting up, man. 3.7 blocks. Oh, he's getting an increase in minutes actually, so it's probably helping out. But just, I mean, y'all see it, man. You see it. First team all defense 3 years in a row. I feel like at some point he's a break the defense player. I don't know. Just does not make the playoffs. This is ridiculous. Kings get eliminated. Yeah, blah blah blah. Let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Timberwolves win the finals. Anthony Edwards. You know what? I'm probably going to call the stream there. This is kind of an impromptu stream, kind of out of nowhere. Didn't really have time to plan for it. I also need to check and see what my sim speed is going so long in my game, but I've been going for a little bit. I'm probably about to hop off. It's been a good one though. I like the way the graphics are rolling. And I can't wait to, to see what the future lies for us streaming on YouTube. I might be live tomorrow. I have to work early, but I should be back by like 1 or 2. They are supposed to be like delivering like a stove and a microwave to our house, so if push comes to shove, and they are delivering and I have to take time for that, I might not get on tomorrow. But if they don't, I should be on around 1 or 2 o'clock, depending on how long this meeting goes. But I'll let y'all know on Twitter. But with that being said, it's been fun streaming today. We'll see where Brandon Brown's career takes him. I think this is the last year of his contract, and from what I'm seeing, he is not planning to come back. Yeah, he's testing the market. So I think that's how this works, right? Yeah, I think this is the next year will be the last year on his deal with the Pistons, and the Pistons haven't done anything to win, so we'll see what happens there. But with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next stream. Peace.